Hello. So I know that everything feels very doom and gloom, but I'm going to tell you guys a little story about this relic of mine, and I'm hoping it'll make you laugh, and I'm hoping by the end of this video we can also calm all of our spirits a little bit. So I got this from a friend when I was in high school. I was living in New York, going to high school, and Trump had been elected probably the year before. I got this in 2017. When I pulled it out, it was for Secret Santa. When I pulled it out, pretty much everybody else in advisory's face was distraught and a little bit traumatized, but my friend was pleased, and I was very, very happy to have this because I knew that it would be something I could look back on in a few years and laugh a lot, especially once I went like this.
I will be the greatest president that God ever created.
So I brought this home. I played it for my mom, my sister. We all laughed. My mom told me to keep it. She told me I would be able to sell it for millions and millions of dollars one day. I had no clue that Trump would continue to be in our lives for as long as he has been now at this point. No longer in high school, now a fully grown adult woman. And we're at a point again where he has been elected kind of by the American people. And I can see the same distraught that was very palpable in the New York air when he was elected the first time around. And I wanted to share this, one, because it's hilarious, and I think that it brings everything back down to earth. This is a very simple man, and he can kind of be dumbed down to this exact little figure, whoever made this. This is kind of all he is.
I will be the greatest president that God ever created.
All he is a little mouthpiece. He's a human being. He's had his beginning, and he has gone through life and will have the same experiences that we all will have as human beings who have now been born and eventually won't be here. He's got his own trauma that's making him react the way he is, and he's rich. So he's in power, and he's visible, and we can all see him, and we're affected by him. But he is not the worst thing that has ever happened in human history. He's not even the worst thing that's ever happened in the past 100 years. And while he is going to definitely be a figure that is historical and important for our generations and for this time period on Earth, he is not even a speck of dust in the grand scheme of things. In the grand scheme of 500 years, he's not even a speck of dust. Okay, I think it's really important to remember that you've all been really, really afraid before, and you've come out on the other side of it. We've had horrible threats to our future many times before, and we've come out on the other side of it. And though America feels very important because it is at the center of our media and is a huge political power, most countries in the world are older than America. Even the countries that have been recently freed from colonialism, in truth, they're older than America. And then the America that is older than the current America, well, that continues to sustain on because indigenous people still live on. He is just a moment in time. He will not define your life. I promise you that. He's not the most important or most interesting thing that is going to happen in our lifetime. And this is, I'm imagining, his last term because you can only serve 2 terms. Okay, so we're going to get through the next 4 years. It's going to be fine. There's going to be losses. There's going to be hurt. There's going to be struggle. No one should be giving up or sitting back, but also don't allow yourself to be broken down by this moment. Because 1, we've been here before, and 2, our ancestors have survived much worse. This is nothing to them, and so this should be nothing to you. Stand by the people who are going to be heavily affected by this, and make sure to not be a bystander. Make sure to not be complacent. Try your best not to get wrapped up in this guy's spiel. If you voted for him and you really believe in him, do your best to try and keep an independent mind and to think for yourself and think for your family and think for humanity. And remember that life goes on, okay? He has like 7 different things that he's saying on here, and this is what he's going to be defined as. Can you imagine? This is your legacy? A little pen that your friend gives you, that some friend gave somebody else in high school to laugh at you? That's his legacy. This face, that's his legacy, okay? It's gonna be okay.